programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I nostri programmi sono offerti in molte lingue. Consultate suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Our society, our world, getting better all the time in all aspects. A lot of vegan food everywhere, vegan restaurants are mushrooming everywhere. Vegan distributors, vegan producers are mushrooming all over the planet. And soon we will not be able to find any meat eater here, and that's what I like to see. Yeah.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English, with subtitles in Arabic, Aulasis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai.
Los más cálidos saludos, espectadores de noble corazón. Mi nombre es Amaguara. El noble pueblo de Bolivia les agradece por bendecir nuestro mundo con sus vibrantes vibraciones positivas. Bolivia, un país de sorprendentes paisajes y panoramas, está ubicado en Sudamérica. La cordillera andina boliviana comprende un amplio rango de climas y hábitats, desde picos montañosos cubiertos de nieve hasta bosques lluviosos y altos desiertos. El atributo más llamativo geográficamente de Bolivia es el altiplano, una meseta alta, árida que alcanza los 4.000 metros, 13.000 pies. Ubicado en el altiplano está el lago Titicaca, el lago navegable más alto del mundo, a 3.810 metros, 12.500 pies. Los arqueólogos encontraron los remanentes de un antiguo templo bajo el lago, una terraza de cultivos, un largo camino y un muro de 800 metros de largo, 2.600 pies. Salar de Uyuni, también en el altiplano, es el llano salado más grande del mundo. Durante la época lluviosa, el agua transforma la superficie árida de las llanuras en un espejo reflejando las nubes y el cielo azul, creando una perfecta ilusión de infinidad. Bolivia es tan rica en diversidad que nuevas especies aún están siendo descubiertas. Hay 1.000 especies de aves y alpacas, guanacos, jaguares, pumas y osos, entre otros, viviendo en lo profundo del bosque. Bolivia fue una vez una parte del antiguo imperio inca. A la fecha, los indígenas continúan con las tradiciones y costumbres en su vida diaria. Los bolivianos aman los desfiles y apenas pasa un mes sin que haya procesiones de parranderos con sus brillantes trajes celebrando una fecha histórica o deidad. Estamos encantados de compartir un vistazo de la belleza natural de Bolivia con ustedes, inspiradores espectadores. Nuestro pueblo alaba sus altas ideas y nobles esfuerzos. Durante más de 3 décadas, la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai ha iluminado nuestro mundo con sus enseñanzas divinas. Una maestra totalmente iluminada. Ella imparte el método Kuan Yin de meditación a aquellos que desean descubrir inmediatamente la naturaleza de Dios interna y alcanzar en una vida la liberación eterna del ciclo de transmigración. El método Kuan Yin ha sido practicado por todos los maestros iluminados, entre ellos el venerado, honrado por el mundo, Buda Sakyamuni, el venerado Jesucristo, Hijo de Dios, el venerado maestro y filósofo Confucio, el venerado Señor Krishna, el venerado maestro y filósofo Lao Tse, el venerado Señor Mahavira, el amado profeta Mahoma, que la paz sea con él, el primer gurú Sikh, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, y muchos más. Ella enfatiza que si siempre recordamos a Dios, ofrecemos servicio desinteresados a otros y seguimos las leyes del universo, alcanzaremos nuestro potencial más elevado como humanos y comprenderemos verdaderamente nuestro propósito en la tierra. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai es un extraordinario ejemplo viviente de compasión, enviando frecuentemente asistencia material y financiera, además de amor a los refugiados, a los desamparados, a las víctimas de desastres naturales y a otros que necesitan ayuda. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai está profundamente agradecida con el amado Dios por toda la ayuda financiera, consuelo y apoyo para los afligidos y necesitados y o cualquier buena causa a través de los años, como una humilde receptora para su compasión y amor hacia sus preciados hijos. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai respetuosamente agradece a todos los individuos especiales, organizaciones, líderes y gobiernos por todo su apoyo genuino, amoroso y regular. Que el cielo los bendiga por siempre. Nosotros, los miembros de la Asociación Internacional Maestra Suprema Ching Hai, también agradecemos sinceramente por su expresiva bondad, deseándoles lo mejor. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai recibe el amor y el reconocimiento de numerosas organizaciones, medios de comunicación, gobiernos y personas individuales, así como muchos galardones de su parte, como por ejemplo el Premio Guzzi de la Paz 2006, considerado el Premio Nobel de la Paz de Oriente, el Premio al Liderazgo Mundial Espiritual en 1994, el Premio Mahavir en el 2008, la proclamación de los días 22 de febrero y el 25 de octubre como el Día de la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai, nombrada ciudadana honoraria de los Estados Unidos, etc. Y ha sido honrada a través de los años con otros numerosos premios y galardones por sus excepcionales obras filantrópicas y humanitarias. Nos disculpamos por no poder mostrar otros muchos premios y honores por falta de espacio y tiempo. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai respetuosamente agradece a todos los individuos especiales, organizaciones, líderes y gobiernos por todo su apoyo genuino, amoroso y regular. Que el cielo los bendiga por siempre. Nosotros, los miembros de la Asociación Internacional Maestra Suprema Ching Hai, también agradecemos sinceramente por su expresiva bondad, deseándoles lo mejor. Como verdadera voz para nuestros preciosos amigos animales, la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai promueve la pacífica y amorosa dieta a base de vegetales y prevé, con el despertar de la humanidad hacia lo sagrado de todas las vidas, un tranquilo y glorioso mundo completamente vegano, donde los animales y las personas vivan en dichosa armonía. Sus iniciativas para difundir la tendencia vegana son diversas y entre ellas se incluyen la distribución del volante de vida alternativa, los restaurantes veganos internacionales Loving Heart, empresas de productos de alimentación veganos, productos de piel vegana, Supreme Master Television, además de hablar regularmente con influyentes líderes de gobierno y medios de comunicación y participar en conferencias televisadas sobre el cambio climático, etc.
Tanto si somos conscientes de ello como si no.
Sus esfuerzos han tenido una enorme influencia sobre la conciencia mundial del estilo de vida respetuoso con los animales
y de cómo esta manera benevolente
puede traer paz duradera entre las naciones, a la vez que salvamos nuestro planeta del cambio climático y los desastres. A lo largo de los años, la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai ha viajado por todo el mundo, desde las Américas hasta África, desde Europa hasta Oceanía, y ha ofrecido cientos de discursos al público y a sus discípulos sobre muchos temas espirituales. Hoy tenemos la bendición de presentar una de estas inspiradoras conferencias titulada 4 tipos de seres en nuestra vida, parte 3 de 6, en Entre Maestra y Discípulos, impartida en inglés el 14 de julio del 2019 en el Ashram New Lan, Taiwán, también conocido como Formosa.
Sometimes bad things happen to us is to lead to a better thing. Sometimes we lost something, but then we will be given something better. Yes? Like in Sihu, we had problem. We cannot build there, and then you cannot meditate there. Yeah. Also, you build some things right in front of my cave. Yeah, suffocating me. When I came back, I had nowhere to walk. If I walk out, I have to bump into your nose right away. How can I breathe like that? Yeah, and you had everything already. The whole ashram are yours. I have only that little, maybe 20 square meters that I call home. And you had to build something, solidly with metal frame and everything right in front of my cave. So I demolished it and tell you cannot go up there anymore. And some of you angry with me, I know. But the right thing is the right thing, okay? Wrong is wrong, okay? You cannot go and just like some place and then just take it. We like many things in life, but we cannot just take it. It is not appropriate. We have to always consider other people before ourselves. Maybe I could bear it, but I don't want you to continue behaving in such an inappropriate manner. And causing bad karma, bad example for others to follow, okay? Even if I don't ever live there anymore, or I don't need that anymore, you shouldn't have done that. Eh? And then you were sad, you were mad, and some are cursing me with poisonous mantra, whatever, incantation. Mantra is a better thing. Mantra is only for good teaching from the Buddha. Incantation. And make trouble for me. Yeah. And then almost fall to hell. If I didn't help, that person would never go back to human life or never see the sun ever again for many kalpas to come. But then after that, you have this land. It cost me a lot more than that little 20 square meters of mine. There wasn't land there. We had to level it. It was a mountain like this, and we had to make some level in order to have just a little square like that for me. But in my cave, I did not level. I told them to build it just in the mountain without destroying any natural landscape. So now, you see, you lost that little tent, but now you have a bigger tent and more comfortable here. Okay? For example, okay, this is an example. Because example is louder than any lecture, any words. Always good example. So you have to make good example as well, okay? No matter what you say, if you don't make good example, people don't follow. Okay. Well, of course, then you would say to me, then how come Buddha make good example? Jesus Christ make good example, etc. Other master make good example. How come other people don't follow and they did the opposite? This is a different story. Okay? Life after life is like that. Humans are being poisoned before they were born. Yeah? And equipped or installed with many unfavorable instruments inside their being, either in their mind or in their body. Therefore, not many people can follow the Buddha's example. Many people wanted to be monks or nuns, but not everybody can, because of these instruments that have been placed in their beings. Hormone is one, for example. It's not what we wanted. It's just given to us without asking. Maybe asking. Before we came here, of course we had choices. Yeah, that's not fair to say without asking. We did give permission for whatever happened to us. We have consented to them. We had to. Otherwise we cannot exist in this world which is imperfect. We have to be imperfect in order to be here. It is like that. Just like in some country, the law are very strict. Yeah, you cannot wear this, you cannot wear that. You have to maybe cover your face. Yeah, then you have to abide by that. Whether or not you like it, whether or not the weather is too hot for you, you still have to wear that. And even if you're foreigners, a long time ago, now it's less restriction, but before. If you're a girl, for example, and you went to some very restricted countries, and you don't wear what they wear, then you'll be in big trouble. Big trouble. Even if not with the law, then with the people in that country. Yes? Or in some other country, their laws are different. Everything is better now, of course. Yeah, I'm glad. But in some other country, you cannot even go out. Even Taiwan, long time ago, before I came here, Taiwanese people cannot go out if you're single, if you're young and single. And more condition, if you don't have properties, yeah, and you're singles, then you can't have visa to go to America. Taiwan, before I came, a single person cannot go to America. Very restricted law, unless you maybe have a really good job, that they're sure you're coming back to Taiwan and not going to America and marry there and stay there or do something there. I don't know why. Taiwanese people are so nice. We should welcome them everywhere. Huh? Now, wow, you go anywhere. 5 years visa, 6-year visa. Whoa, and go to Europe, no visa. Wow. When I first came here, I wanted to take even a couple, even monks or nuns, to go to America with me, do some lecture. Not allowed. And I have one. Only one can go. I don't know why. I can't remember how she can go to America with me. Only one. She was a nun. At that time, she was a nun. So she went with me to America. Because she speaks English very well. Maybe that's why. And they reckon that in case she get lost in America, she still can survive because she speaks English. She can get a job and she can be contributing to American society, for example, like that, and not taking social benefit. Yeah. And nowadays we advertise on our TV that immigrants are really a good contributors to any society, economy. So nowadays it's better. Everybody welcome refugees. Every country taking in more immigrants, and the law has become more relent. Yeah, wonderful. I love it so much. Our society, our world, getting better all the time. In all aspects. A lot of vegan food everywhere, vegan restaurants are mushrooming everywhere. Vegan distributors, vegan producers are mushrooming all over the planet. And soon we will not be able to find any meat eater here, and that's what I like to see. Yeah. Yeah. It will be like a barbarous action. Deeds if you eat animals in the future. Just like now, we look upon human eating like barbarous, yeah, immoral, unbefitting to the civilization. It's getting better, much better. I hope and I think sooner or later, everyone on this planet will realize that they're doing wrong by killing weaker and meeker beings to eat. Animals, they are defenseless. They are harmless. So this is the act of immoral to begin with. Not to talk about spiritual practice or merit or heaven's rewarding or anything. It's immoral to harm someone who is weaker than you, who is defenseless, who is innocent, and who is harming you in no way. Any civilization should be based on this and nothing else. Then our world will be a paradise. I mean, in real. Oh, I think my calendar should stop. Now, we go back to Lord Mahavira, our good and compassionate Lord. But this is too extreme for me. I don't wish any master to ever have to undergo this kind of ascetic life, which is so filled with suffering like this. Not necessary at all. No, my calendar is coming again. Well, why not, huh? Who cares? You want calendar? Thank you. This just makes me think right now that our world is sadistic, truly. You see, who's the most famous master on our planet right now? The past master. Who? Jesus Christ. His life of a saint, of public preaching life. How long? 3 years more or less. And people still worship him now. 2,000 plus years after his nirvana, his home going. Why? Tell me. Anybody?
Because they realized that he was speaking the truth. He represented the truth all that time. And
Fine. But why? He didn't talk so long. He has only 3 years, more or less, to speak. And other master, like Buddha, he talks for many years. He lived until 80-something. He preached maybe 40-something years. How come Buddhist followers are not as many as Christian followers? Tell me.
Because he sacrificed himself.
Yeah. Because he suffered. That is a very sadistic penchant of humans' mentality. Don't you agree? Yes. Yeah. So many master has to suffer one way or another in order for people to look upon it. Wow, he is worthy of sainthood, of being a saint. You name it. All the masters suffer. Wow, you cannot imagine how they suffer. I don't want to talk about it because it would choke me. The more you read about the stories of the masters who had to suffer so much, the more you just might lose faith in humanity. So it's better we don't know. It's better you don't know. I read too many. I still cry whenever I remember how Jesus had to suffer. From his birth on already, he has to lay in the manger of the animals in the cold winter night on a foreign land. His parents had to run to protect him like criminals. They done nothing wrong. And Jesus was just born. He wasn't born yet, was already condemned to death if he was to be born there, in his native area. So his parents had to run. Well, you know the story, so I don't want to talk to make my calendar longer. And for example, many people, I don't mean you or anyone in particular, but for what I knew, many stories, any master who practiced asceticism, or maybe better still, don't eat anything. Then a lot of people come and worship them, at least believing in them that he or she is really a worthy practitioner. So many people dropped out of my group, our group, because I'm not looking like an ascetic, and I don't even look like a monk. Okay, I wasn't born to be looking like an ascetic monk this lifetime. I'm born for you. Okay, I was born for this type of people who look through the clothes and the skin to see something more valuable than just the price of the material that I wear. Got that? Yes. This lifetime, this period of our life, of our earth, people have too much karma, very heavy karma. All the saints told you that. Kali Yuga, okay? Meaning the dark age. Therefore, we have so many big tragedy, events like wars. Oh, millions, tens of millions of people die. And then plagues, also millions of people die, or at least hundreds of thousands of people die. And again, epidemic. And then again war. And then disaster of big scale, natural or man-made. So only the desperate souls will accept redemption if they find it. And they will hang on to it. These desperate souls, they truly are wiser than the non-desperate. They will not see anything outwardly that obstruct their faith and their determination to escape from this suffering world, which they see and perceive and know that it is ephemeral to begin with. So it doesn't matter what the master look like. As long as their souls perceive that she speaks, he talks the truth, they will follow to the end, sincerely and diligently. And for these souls, I might have appeal. For ordinary souls, they just look for personality, they look for appearance, they look for demonstration, they look for, whatever, you know it, right? Yes. So they will not be able to maintain their determination and faith. As long as the so-called master that they have seen or wanted to believe in don't fit their small little frame. There are bigger frames, smaller frames, little frames to fit different photos. Okay? So only only the one who like the big photos use a big frame. And the little one, they used to with small things, they don't like big photos. They have a small frame, and that fit them for now. That's good. Eh? You like larger picture.
Queridos espectadores, gracias por acompañarnos en el programa de hoy titulado 4 tipos de seres en nuestra vida, parte 3 de 6, en Entre Maestra y Discípulos. A continuación sigue de las gemas espirituales, cartas espirituales de Azur Maharaj Sawan Singh, vegetariano, a los discípulos y buscadores, parte 2 de 2, en palabras de sabiduría. Después de noticias de interés, sigan con nosotros en Supreme Master Television para más programación positiva. Que Dios enriquezca sus divinas almas con abundantes bendiciones.
Cherished viewers, thank you for joining us for today's program entitled 4 Types of Beings in Our Life, Part 3 of 6 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is from Spiritual Gems, Hazur Maharaj Sawan Singh Ji's Vegetarian Spiritual Letters to Disciples and Seekers, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May God enrich your divine souls with abundant blessings.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BND.